break, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us in the morning on a Friday morning. Filling the break here. And here's our first box. We'll start with the first box. Pretty quick fill, too. It only took an hour and 20 minutes to fill. And look for, I have not posted it yet, but on Monday, we're going to do another morning break. Full case break on Monday. I have one scheduled for Saturday during the day. At 4 o'clock Central, 5 o'clock Eastern is our Saturday break. And you can jump in on that if you did not get the driver you wanted here. You can jump in there and pick them up for that one. And then a fresh break on Monday and Wednesday probably of next week. Evenings, I got to check when I'm available in the evenings, to be honest. And so look for that, and that's what the following does for you. So I appreciate all the follows. Here we go. Good luck. Let's get started. First box here. Good luck, everybody. Let's start off strong with Jake Garcia is our first card of the break. We got Josh Berry. And right away, how about a tie-dye Tony B? There's a good start. Out of 25, and you know me, I'm a sucker for the tie-dyes. There you go. There's the first one. Who had Tony B? Let's give a shout out. Tony Brenninger is going to John Racer. Is John Racer here? He's starting us off. He was here. He just maybe stepped away. There's our start. Keep that up there. We'll put that right there for our low number so far. And a tandem right next is William Byron. A free William Byron. Oh, John Racer, there you go. First card. Third card of the break gets you a tie-dye Miss Brenninger. Congrats on that. There you go. Put it there to see. And Ryan Priest, Pit Road, Nick Sanchez, and Jeff Gordon. Here is Zachary Tinkle on the purple. And a little Enfuego. That's what the Enfuego's. Carson Hocevar. Enfuego. Back-to-back Carson Hocevars. If anybody does want any of these, send me a direct message. I'll be happy to send you a few. Okay, don't post it in chat. I'll probably miss it. Okay, that's why I have LP looking at chat for me. But if you do need any of those, Brendan Poole, John Hunter. There's another purple. Okay, there is Keelan. Let me say that. I'm really going to try because I keep saying Kellen because my buddy Kellen Leinhardt, but Keelan Hendricks. And this one is 37 out of 125. There's a good one for you to start. If you are new, I'll top load and penny sleeve all off camera because you don't want me watching all that. Ricky Stenhouse, the free Ricky Stenhouse. The frees always seem to hit very well. There's Brayton Laster, rookie card. Josh Williams, how about a Frankie Nunez? And our first autograph is Ben Rhodes. That Frankie Nunez, by the way, I'm sorry. That Frankie Nunez, that was a silver. But I was looking at Ben Rhodes here, our first autograph, the trackside auto. I believe there's 3 different distinctive autos I'm seeing. We got the trackside signature, you got the Legends, and then the regular signature ones. Ben Rhodes has, that autograph's not too shabby. For Ben Rhodes on that. No number there. Let's keep going with Gio and Corey LaJoya, Corey Day, Justin Haley, Carolina Blue out of 199. All right, what do you think? Yeah. I was always raised, you can't say nothing nice, don't say anything. So I'm not liking the claim to fame. They got to bring back the stained glass, the American pride and stuff like that in Prism. Terry Labonte, though. And here we got Alex Bowman, Ty Gibbs, and Kyle Busch. There's a white Tyler Reddick. Okay, little Tyler Reddick. These are out of 99. Number 97 out of 99 for Tyler Reddick. And these are my favorite. The Skills, I think that's a sharp card. Chris Buescher for that one, and Gio to finish off our first stack. Now that's a high number. There's a trackside Gio Ruggiero, 253, and then we got to pay attention to the the prisms, the silvers, because we are getting about two track sides and per box, and then two prism track sides per case is what the average is looking like that I'm seeing. What are we talking about? Did I miss somebody? That was Tyler Ingram, right? That was him. I haven't found anyone who likes those. Yeah, I'm not a. We need, like I said, you need to bring back the American Prides were nice. The whiteouts, the blackouts, those are fun. Remember those? The stained glass, I enjoyed the stained glass ones. You gotta bring those back. Those were good to have. Let's keep going. Connor Zillage and Tony B. Here is a silver little Bradley K. We got Ryan Newman in the skills. Tanner Gray on this one. There is Connor Hall and Christopher Bell. We got Raja Kruth on the silver. And there's another duel. Chase Elliott with Alan Gustafson there. We had a nice Alan Gustafson autograph last time. Darryl Waltrip. Luke Fenhouse and Tyler Reddick. Here's a tricolor. There's about, for tricolors, you're getting about 2 per box if you are putting the tricolors together. This one, little Spencer Boyd. And how about a autograph, the patch auto? We're getting about 1 or 2 on average per box on this one. Christopher Bell this time, a red Christopher Bell. But for the autos, the patch autos, the memorabilia autographs, which I enjoy, I think they're pretty nice. A little Christopher Bell on this one. The red, this one's numbered 47 out of 49. For our second autograph. This one, I think it counts as, you know how it says on average 3 autographs or memorabilia? That one counts, I believe, as a memorabilia. What did I say? We're getting the that was Chris Buescher, right? Yeah, I think that's a pretty rare 1 or 2. Joe B said, I think that's 1 or 2. Oh, I'm still talking Christopher Bell. I was just seeing that one. Okay, I'm gonna focus here. I gotta slow down. This one, we got Jeff Burr, we got Ross Chastain on that one, Austin Cindric. Here is a Harrison Burton silver. And a little Jimmy Johnson red. See this, I like the parallels on this. You got the red tint, but a solid. It's like he's on a TV show. It's like he's the broadcaster, and that's a little square in the background that's showing it. For Jimmy Johnson there, wild card. We got Denny Hamlin and Harrison Burton, Andres. And there's a Lane Riggs Carolina Blue out of 199 for Lane Riggs. Parallel. And this looks like, and another thing about this, I can't, unless I have my glasses on, I cannot see the name of that. So I'm just looking at the picture, and we know that's Dale Jarrett. But I can't, I don't know. I don't want to criticize. Terry Labonte. Here. I think we're getting another autograph. Cody Ware and Zachary Tinkle. Here is more Cody Ware. This is 93 out of 175. And there's our patch. There's 2 different types. This one's not my favorite. I'd like the Sparks. I think the Sparks patch is a lot nicer. And there's our second Justin Haley. There's our second trackside in that box. All right, there's our first box out of the way. So far, we had a tie-dye. Tie-dye is our low number. I'll show the Sparks memorabilia when it hits. Let's start with box number 2. Why are the patches? Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably like to sit in the room and wonder how they do that. I understand they have, inventory they're closing out too. And getting the autograph. They save a lot of the nice autographs for NT, and we'll see what they're coming out this year. Because the rumor is there's no more NT. The rumor is it's immaculate or flawless, I heard too. We'll see. We'll see what it says. Butterbean on that. Eric Jones. Here's a tricolor of the King. And, oh, there you go. Here's a good autograph. Braden Laster was just with us. And now, how about a purple autograph? I'm going to give him props on the autograph also. You know me. I'm an autograph snob. And it's not too shabby. Not too shabby. Put some effort into that. So that's pretty respectable also. This one's numbered 12 out of 49. Okay, a good respectable autograph. You know how I am. So can you see that? Let's put that right there so everybody can see. Yeah, that's true. Joe B made a good point. Parker Retzlaff is the pit road. We got Bailey Curry and Daniel Suarez. Coming up, Chase Briscoe on the red. Ty Gibbs, Skills, Justin Allgaier, pit road. Here comes another tie-dye. We got Parker Retzlaff, Justin Allgaier, Jeff Gordon Silver, and there's a tie-dye. Looks like Connor Zilic to me. 9 out of 25, our second tie-dye. How do you feel on Connor Zilic, even if it is like we've just been claim to fame? We've just been crying about the claim to fame, but I do like a claim to fame tie-dye. Not too shabby for a little Connor Zilic. Who had Connor Zilic on this one? It's out of 25. 9. Connor Zilic is going to, who picked that up? DJ Sports Cards. 9 out of 25. We'll put our tie-dyes right there. Keep track of those. Congrats on that. Michael McDowell. Here's Anthony Alfredo. I don't know why. There is go. Anthony Alfredo. This is a high number. Okay, 280 on that. Michael McDowell and Taylor Gray. Here's a blue Alex Bowman. And, all right, a little tandem draft. Dale and Kelly on that. Taylor Gray, pit road. We have Ty Dillon and Keelan Harvick. Terry Labonte, blue. And right behind it is, I think that's, I look at the Sparks. I like the Sparks. You got your lightning there, a couple lightning on the side. Ty, Majeski, but not too bad. But I think the Sparks, here's the two different ones that I'm seeing for the memorabilia. And like I said, I think the Sparks are a lot sharper. The white, the base one, this is a blue parallel, numbered 34 out of 49. But the base white, I might be putting that set together because I enjoy that. Heim time, high number. Trackside Heim time, 223 is his number. Or Brayton Laster. Silver? No, just regular. Josh Williams, there's a purple. Ryan Blaney, and Carl Edwards, it looks like. All right, we're still in box number 2. Yeah, Majeski is on the checklist, so I think that's my first time I said his name. And it's a Sparks. That's a good spot to be. Here's box number 2. We got one autograph coming. Let's see what it is. Might as well start with, we're looking at zebras. We're looking for color blasts. A whole bunch of stuff we're looking for here. Just some, a Still looking for a 101. We gotta come on. Do all the magic. We need a 101 here. I haven't pulled one yet. Ty Gibbs Silver. Followed by Enfuego, Dale Earnhardt. There is Ty Dillon, Pit Road. Got Sally Mott and Chase Briscoe. Austin Dillon Silver. Okay, Butterbean, Claim to Fame. Daniel Suarez, Pit Road. Joey Logano, Dale Earnhardt, and another little JHN, another tie-dye. Hey, Panic, welcome. Happy Friday, Panic. We got a nice full break going here, and our third tie-dye. This is the tie-dye break, apparently, because there's our third tie-dye. Little JHN and high number. So this is a trackside tie-dye, 6 out of 25. Keep all the tie-dyes up here for John Hunter. Looking like Matt Kenseth, Claim to Fame. Keelan Harvick, Connor Zillage, and Tony B. Here's an orange, Josh Williams. Justin Allgaier on the skills, and Brett Cruz. Jake Garcia, Josh Berry, a silver Chase Elliott, and another I think this is our third Jay McMurray. Another Jay McMurray. This time, though, 22 out of 49. A purple. Thought it was gold. I was a little wondering. A purple Jay McMurray. I think we've had a good number of J Mac autographs so far. I got a NASCAR coming up also. Let's see. Mark Martin and Brendan Poole, John Hunter, and Lane Riggs. Lane Riggs for the NASCAR. You're averaging about 4 or 5 per case for the NASCAR ones. Those have, so we'll keep track of those also. But yeah, about 4 or 5 on these. One every 2 or 3 boxes is the NASCAR. So if you are putting the rainbow together, you got to include this one in your set. And that's a little on the rare side. Let's go medium rare for all you steak lovers out there. Joey Logano and Fuego, and Joey Logano rewards card. We'll see. Get a triple Joey for that group. All right, box number 3. Give me a second here to clear this base stack up. Box number 3 here. What do we got? All right, how are we feeling so far? It's a tie-dye. It's tie-dye so far. Yesterday, we had a little, we didn't start off strong, but we finished strong yesterday with 4 gold cards and 2 green out of 5 with the Ryan Blaney Color Blast. Let's see what Color Blast today is. I like tie-dye. I'm a tie-dye fan. That's pretty fun. I don't have any tie-dye shirts, though. Justin Haley starting us off with Connor Mosek. Here's a purple JJ, followed by Raja Kruth and Fuego. Riley Hurst, Pit Road. Tanner Gray and Ryan Preece. The Riley Hurst, silver, but another tie-dye. Little Swervin' Irvin tie-dye. Ernie Irvin, Legends. It's a nice card, too. Take a look at that one. Number 17 out of 25 for our 4th tie-dye of the break. This time an autograph. Not too shabby. Second one, is that, yeah. Oh, I might have to. Not too bad, not too bad. Take a drink here. Got the tie-dye box case. Frankie Nunez and Nick Sanchez. Here is Jeff Gordon. Tanner Gray, Carolina Blue out of 199. Tyler Reddick and Fuego. Pit Road, John Paul Southern. Ricky Stenhouse and Gio. Here is another purple Kurt Busch this time. Looks like Denny Hamlin, Claim to Fame. Josh Bilicki. Keep going with Ross Chastain, Austin Cindric. Blue, there's a blue Sammy Smith. They're 175 for blue. And right behind that is Tommy Joe Martin. I haven't seen a Tommy Joe Martin yet either. It's Ty Majeski and Tommy Joe in this one. The selective swatches. Looks like sheet metal on this one. Red out of 99. I'll have a little Zane Smith. Zane Smith, high number. Zane Smith trackside. Alex Bowman and Todd Gilliland. Here's Andres. Blue out of 199. Ryan Blaney. Skills. And finish it off with a Kyle Larson, high number. Kyle Larson's 249. If you're putting that set together, you got to pay attention to that. All right, box number 3. We're halfway through. Box number 3. I had a tie-dye already. We've got one more autograph coming, I believe, for box number 3. It's been pretty consistent. There has not been, we haven't had any missing autographs or anything. So Panini does a good job there. Let's see what we have here. We got Austin Dillon and Chandler Smith. There's Chandler Smith silver. No high number silver yet. These are all grandstand silvers. Looks like Corey Heim and Sheldon Creed. Oh, look at that right there. Got a gold coming up. Hold on, no peeking. Harrison Burton and more Andres Perez de Lara. Kyle Busch silver. Bobby Labonte, yeah, looks like Bobby Labonte. Austin Beers. Here comes here comes some nice Cody Ware and Zachary Tinkle. Take a look at this. How about a Connor Zillage 2 out of 5? 1 second. Green card. A green Connor Zillage. Connor Zillage showing up today. Where's DJ? Is he here? There he is. There he is. Not a 1-on-1. I have not pulled. We got a gold card coming up too, but right there, we'll put that right front and center. Congrats, DJ, on that one. It's number 2. 2 out of 5. Grandstand, Connor Zillage. And we have, let's keep going on here, Christopher Bell. There is Chase Elliott. We got Tyler Akram and Raja. Here is Anthony Alfredo, it looks like. Tricolor. And, how about an Alan Gustafson? Look at that. Okay, that was with Chase Elliott. And there's our second autograph, a blue autograph. Number 31 out of 99. For a little Alan Gustafson, a little bonus for Chase Elliott. Still got a gold card coming here. We can see it. Blaine Perkins, Connor Hall, Christopher Bell, Chris Buescher. Purple, Matt Kenseth. There is Cole Custer. All right, here we go. Good luck. Luke Fenhouse, Tyler Reddick. Ross Chastain is the silver, but right behind it is, how free. I tell you, the free stuff shows up, and I like the Infuego gold. Before my favorite was the pot of golds for inserts, but look at that. That's the Infuego, the fire. Okay. And Ricky Stenhouse as a freebie. Who had Ricky Stenhouse? Coin Guy. Where's Coin Guy? Get that taken care of for you, Coin Guy. Yeah, the Infuegos. The base set, medium on the base set. It's not my favorite. But the gold Infuego, it looks really nice. It looks really sharp. The red ones look sharp too. We'll show those. But here, Ricky Stenhouse. Look at that. Free Ricky Stenhouse. And a gold card Infuego. Congrats on that. That's going to Coin Guy. And one more here. David Reagan to finish off that box. That was box number 3. So far, greens, 1 green, 1 gold, and 4 tie-dyes. Sorry, I wasn't watching chat here. What are we talking about? Talking about how cool I am. Yeah, the Fuego looks pretty good. I do like the red ones. I'll show the red one also. The red and the golds are pretty nice because they match the little fire theme really nicely. The base, I could take the base. Let me push these back here. I don't want to keep the cards on camera. I went down the, doom scrolling before I went to bed, and some guy does the, some of those. They're most whatnot breakers. I want to say are pretty respectable, and I have not found a shady NASCAR breaker yet. But he was clipping pictures of whatnot breakers that try to be all shady. Like there was like you saw here a gold card, for example, and then he moved the cards off camera and put it back on camera, and then there's no gold card in there, and then he looks on eBay and he sees the gold card on eBay from the breaker, and it's like you got to stop those guys. They need to be, taken care of and stuff. So I went down the rabbit hole, and he has like a bunch of videos on that, and I'm like, wow, I didn't know there was that many shady guys out there. So if you don't, so I'm really trying to keep everything on the on the screen here, of course, but if we can't support those guys. That's just my take on that. If you see you got one error, and then especially somebody trying to be dishonest, I don't. Austin Dillon here, that really bothers me, because most like especially NASCAR guys are collectors also. Most of them are putting their sets together, and I deal with when I was buying some basketball, especially, there's a lot of shady guys in the basketball cards and stuff like that. But I really appreciate NASCAR people because they're pretty respectable, to be honest with you. Here's I think 100 breaks. Oh yes, that's it. I don't know. I don't even think of this stuff. Like, why would you even do that? This. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying myself on my retirement years doing this. Here's Chase Briscoe, a little Chase Briscoe on this one, a blue. Sorry, I went down last night. I was just scrolling, trying to fall asleep, and I saw this guy, and I watched like 5 or 6 of his. The little Chase Briscoe out of 99. I'm giving him a B minus. I got the Chase part, but they kind of gave up on the B. I don't want to be all snooty, but green the autographs here. Oh, I got another gold card coming up right here. Speaking of gold cards, we got Ty Gibbs, Austin Cindric, Harrison Burton. Good luck. A little Josh Bilecki. Second gold card. That's not too bad. Hold on here. Who had Josh Bilecki? I got to give a shout out. Josh Bilecki's going to Alan. Congrats, Alan. He might be maybe stepped away. If someone could tag him, here is 9 out of 10 for the pit road. Worth his admission price. A $5 driver gets you a gold card, especially if that's your guy. Congrats on that. And a little Jeff Gordon, claim to fame. Kurt Busch, more Andres, all over the place is Andre. Here's Cody Ware. That's more Andre. Little blue Delara on this one. Denny Hamlin, skills. We got Daniel Hemrick. Here is Zachary Tinkle and Justin Haley. Corey Day, silver. And our second autograph, a little Josh Williams. Got the blue mullet, Josh Williams here. Not too bad. like I said, you guys know I'm a portrait and car. I like those cards that have both cars and portraits in them. Awesome Dawson and Connor Mosack, Tanner Gray. Here is William Byron, a free William Byron. That was one of the giveaways. And a tandem. All right, there's the Harvick's on the base tandem. Chris Buescher. We have Ryan Preece, Ricky Stenhouse, another William Byron blue, Martin Truex, and Fuego, and Sheldon Creed to finish that off with. All right, we're still in box number 4. 2 golds, 1 green, and 4. I assume Panini sends me the hot boxes, but I still haven't got a 1-1 yet. And no zebras yet either, so they're coming. They're coming. Come on, we gotta. Although I will say I like the Tigers better than the zebras. I'm definitely going to be doing some retail, whether the megas or blasters, because I kind of like the Tigers. They're a little sharper, to be honest with you. Just my take. Terry Labonte and Lane Riggs for this one. Here's the Spencer Boyd silver. All the silvers have been grandstands in Fuego. Chase Briscoe, Connor. It's was that Corey Day there. Jeff Gordon and Ross Chastain. Nick Sanchez silver again. SVG on the Fuego. See, I think the base in Fuego. I mean, compare that. The gold and the reds are much sharper. You know, the silver and the I like. Okay, I don't dislike it, but I think the parallels are a little nicer. Ryan Ellis here. Here is Chandler Smith and Tyler Eckram. Justin Haley silver. We got, looks like Chase Briscoe, right? Chase Briscoe on the claim to fame. Kyle Busch, pit road. There is Raja and Connor Hall. Bubba Walls. Bubba Walls on the silver again. And here's a blue. Corey Heim? Yeah. Corey Heim won 19 out of 49. Disney, Lorcana. Lorcana is supposed to be really big. Has anybody does that? My boys are Pokemon boys. They're not NASCAR, to my disliking. Christopher Bell on that one. Another silver Luke Fenhouse. No, that's a regular one. That's not silver. Josh Williams though. Lime green out of 49. I'm sorry, 75. 75 lime green. This is 31 out of 75. And SVG in the skills. Spencer Boyd. We have Tyler Reddick and Nick Sanchez. Noah Gragson on the purple. And a little JHN on Red Sparks. I thought we had another John Hunter Nemechek Sparks. And the last card is Caden Honeycutt. High number. Little trackside. Caden Honeycutt. All right, 4 boxes in. We're 1/3 of the way done. Got some pretty substantial. Connor Zillage out of 5. And a free Ricky Stenhouse in Fuego. So one NASCAR, our tie-dyes have dried up though a little. We were getting a lot of tie-dyes to start, and they've dried up some. And we've changed to gold. So let's see what we like. Box number 5. Put Connor Zillage in the middle. Box number 5 here. What do you think? I'm thinking about putting another camera, or 2 more actually. One on our, I still am not sold on my little wall of fame right here and in front. So I'm thinking about putting another camera just to keep one card on there. The current best-selling card, the current big card of the break. And then I think a scene camera might be nice too. So I don't know. Just having fun, just thinking about stuff as I watch other breakers do stuff. William Byron starting us off. Sammy Smith, Kyle Larson, silver, and Kevin Harvick and Fuego. Corey Heim, pit road. We got Jeremy Clements and SVG. Awesome Dawson in the tricolor. And more Shane Van Gisbergen, claim to fame. Anthony Alfredo, Landon Lewis. We got Darrell Waltrip. Here is Austin Beers. Austin Beers blue out of 175. Austin Hill, Skills, Christian Eckes, Jeff Burton, and Carson, host of our Kurt Busch silver. And of course, there's our case of Brittany Z. Brittany Zamora is, I think we've gotten, every case has had one of these, or at least 3 for sure I could think of right now. Nice color match. So, moving along. Here comes a NASCAR. Jeff Burton, Denny Hamlin, and Terry Labonte. And the NASCAR is Terry Labonte also. There you go. That's our second one. Get about 4 or 5 per case for the NASCAR parallel. Keep all these right here. If you're liking those, a lot of people like those. Tandem, Raja and Justin Allgaier. Caden Honeycutt. We have Lane Riggs and Bubba Wallace. Here is an orange Christian Eckes. That's 34 out of 49. We'll get that top loaded. Austin Dillon and Todd Gillen to finish off that stock. A high number, a trackside Todd Gillen. What do you think about the NASCAR? Do people like the writing in there, or do you like the color? Do you prefer color, or you prefer the writing? Oh, red line. Oh, we're still not even halfway through the break. Plenty of break left to get you something big. Got to think positive. Let's see. We got Brad and Spencer Boyd. There we go. Keelan Harvick. For some reason, that's bothering me. Jimmy Johnson and Fuego. We got Todd Gillen. Ryan Ellis and Kurt Busch. Here is Daniel Hemrick tricolor. And Tony B. We had a Tony B. There you go. We had a Tony B tie-dye, and now a Tony Brenninger autograph. It's a purple, 31 out of 49. Tony B, that's not too bad. We've had and that's my other. I had 2 of the Color Blasts. I had 2 Ryan Blaney's and 1 Tony Brenninger was our Color Blast. Zane Smith, Daniel Hemrick, Dawson Sutton, Cole Custer green, or lime green. We got, what was that? A 1 out of 10. Oh, a gold Tony B. Here's Junior. And Kyle Larson, pit road. Chris Buescher and William Swalich. Austin Hill, silver. And a blue Chase Briscoe. Yeah, now that I said it, it does look like he's on camera. He's think about he's doing the nightly news talking about Chase Briscoe's car. Landon Huffman and Richard Petty, Noah Gregson, Carson Kvapil red. Right behind it is more Chase Briscoe. So here, what do you think? Let's give a side-by-side comparison here. Yeah, the regular base card looks more, the blue makes it stand out a little more. But I do like the fact that on the parallels, they left that and him not in a blue tint or blue fade. Those are nice cards. That's probably my favorite insert of Select. A parallel, yeah, my favorite parallel. Ryan Blaney, Austin Hill, Harrison Burton, blue. And right behind it is Oh, look at that Sparks. Blue Sparks. Alex Bowman. Tires. I like the Sparks. And more Alex Bowman. High number. Trackside Alex Bowman. Sorry. Right there. Trackside Alex Bowman. 211. Alex Bowman on that. Let's grab this one. All right, here's our 6th box. So far, how we feeling here so far? No 101 yet. No zebra yet. Let's see what we got. Look for, if you're enjoying what you do, please follow, because that's just how I don't advertise or anything. It's all about word of mouth. So tell your friends that you're getting a good deal and put on a good show here. And we're breaking tomorrow. Tomorrow in the afternoon, around 4 o'clock tomorrow, another full case of Select. And then look for, I haven't posted them yet, but I'll post Mondays and Wednesdays. Another full case we'll probably do for Monday and Wednesday. Should we cheat? What do we see here? Darrell Waltrip is starting us off with Jeb Burton. Here is JJ, purple, and Martin Truex in Fuego. And a Ryan Ellis, trackside, Ryan Ellis. Carson Hocevar and Denny Hamlin. Here is a silver Denny Hamlin. Right behind it is Justin Allgaier, claim to fame. Terry Labonte, Jeff Gordon, Ross Chastain, and, oh, we're back to the tie-dyes, Chandler Smith. Chandler Smith, trackside Chandler Smith. Number 25 out of 25. All right, the end cap here. 25 out of 25, Chandler Smith. We'll put that with the others. That's our second trackside. John Hunter and Chandler Smith. More Jimmy Johnson. In the skills, we got Raja. Here is Austin Cindric and Harrison Burton. A silver. Now these, here's what I've been noticing. You're only getting about 6 of these, 5 or 6 per case. So if you are putting the, obviously the high number, the trackside silvers are rare, but these are kind of medium rare, because you only get about 6 every 2 boxes or so. We're getting these. So if you are putting this together, or you're trying to look for your rainbow, grab them before people realize that they're not as prevalent as they usually are. Here's in Fuego. We got Darrell Waltrip and more Perez de Lara, Cody Ware silver, and Terry Labonte. Tricolor Terry Labonte, and a blue and Fuego Noah Gragson. See, the blue, it's nice parallel out of 49, but I like the gold and the red better because they the color kind of pops. But still, that's a nice card. Jeb Burton. What do we got here? Zachary Tinkle, Justin Haley, another silver, William Byron, Kyle Busch, claim to fame, and Carson Hocevar. Pit Road to finish that stack. All right, how about box? We're still on box 6, so this will be our halfway point. No 101 yet. That's going to bother me. I'm getting skunked here on 101. We had a streak one time where 8 breaks in a row we had a 101. But regress to the mean or something? What do they call that? Raja here. Connor Hall. Here is Jake Garcia silver. William Byron and Fuego. Chandler Smith. Pit Road, Christopher Bell, Luke Fenhouse. Here is Blaine Perkins. And right behind it is a little Jeff Burton autograph. One of the cases was a big Jeff Burton case. I think we had a green Jeff Burton and a gold Jeff Burton. This time, a blue autograph Jeff Burton. Red line got it. Yeah, sometimes you just got to call it out in chat. You got to call it out. It does help. Kurt Busch, trackside. Tyler Reddick and Nick Sanchez. Here's Eric Jones Silver. Ooh, a little gold right there peeking out. Richard Petty. There is Tyler Ackrum and Terry Labonte. Lane Riggs. And how about a gold? Oh, there you go. Little Brad K. Number 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. There's your Brad K. Gold. I think Joe B was asking about that. Ask and you shall receive. That's our third gold card. Right behind it is Tony B. See, now I like that card. Not that it has Tony B on it. I like the card. The White Sparks, I'm really enjoying those. I like the Lightning. It's a good look. A patch. Yeah. Nice solid white patch, though. That matches very nicely. So I think that's a sharp card on the Sparks. I like those this year. Lane Riggs. Here is Bubba Wallace and Austin Dillon. Josh Bilecki, silver. Right behind it is Tyler Reddick. And the last pack has Bubba Wallace and Chandler Smith, Tyler Ackrum, and a redemption. Hold on, we'll put the redemption there. Sammy Meyer, tricolor. There is Austin Dillon. All right, the only ones we've had on this is Carl Edwards. And people have been saying that a couple others are redemption. So let's see. Hold on. Gotta get my drama going. Shamelessly plugging United Sports Cards. It is Legendary Signature Tie-Dye Prism. Saw a tie-dye again. Yeah, maybe Carl Edwards. That's all I've seen so far. No, it is not Carl Edwards. Carl Edwards is card number 3. Who's card number 10? Rusty Wallace. Joe B had the call. Rusty Wallace. It's a tie-dye. Tie-dye signature. There you go. Halfway through. We're at the halfway point. And a little Rusty Wallace for you. On the tie-dye. We'll keep that right there. If you're sending that in, let me know. I could scratch that for you and send you the code to get it started. So far, we had Carl Edwards and Rusty Wallace, which I do have Rusty Wallace autographs, and I do have Carl Edwards autographs, so I'm surprised they didn't get their autographs in. Let me clean up a little bit here. Joe B having a good break. Congrats on that. All right, we're fresh, ready for drink. We're ready for what's that? Carl's. Yeah, that is. I wonder, maybe just didn't get enough in. It's sticker, so maybe just needs to send in the sticker sheet. So they had a little bit of sticker, but not a lot of sticker of his. Could be. I don't know. I'm not toured. Keep that right there. Is that on camera? Yeah, there you go. Gotta show all the hits. So far, 6 tie-dyes, 3 golds. It's a lot of parallels today. Not many zebras, or they're coming now. They're coming in the second half. Yeah, JR said he does have a gold Carl Edwards, so maybe they just put. Yeah, it could be. First off the line had it. You never know. I always thought the decisions that were made were like thought out. It could just be somebody on the line making the decision. I always thought it was like an executive meeting that's going to take 2 months to work through. Nah, it's amazing how fast decisions are made. Here's Jeff Gordon, Ross Chastain, Butterbean on the silver, and Rusty Wallace. Speaking of Rusty Wallace, there he is in the select. Mark Martin. We got Austin Cedric and Harrison Burton. Okay, a little Kyle Larson Kyle Larson tricolor. And right behind that is Carson Hocevar. Silver autograph. Logan. Carson Hocevar. I believe you had that in this one. There you go. I think that's our second Carson Hocevar autograph. Getting a few of these. I like to pull you a little parallels, but nice to have a Carson Hocevar autograph. Joe Logano. More Delara. Cody Ware. Here is Chase Briscoe. Little Chase Briscoe blue. Let's see. Yeah, Logan's got the autograph. Terry Labonte redemption. Yeah, it hasn't been redeemed yet. I should check, actually. I should check my redemptions. I got a few redemptions sitting right here. Butterbean. And hold on here. I got them. I can see them right here. What do I got? I sent in a few. Harrison Burton and Joe Nemechek. I just got a couple redemptions that I already scratched and sent in. I should check on that. Joe, you gotta remind me. I'm gonna put that down. There is Dale, Zachary Tinkle, and Justin Haley. Darryl Waltrip. And how about a red Denny Hamlin in the skills? We have Connor Zillage, Pit Road, Connor Mosack, Tanner Gray. Here's more Connor Zillage, a white. We're getting the whole rainbow Connor Zillage. This is 27 out of 99 for that one. That's in the mail. Okay, so maybe I got to look. Here is Martin Truex. We got more Tony B. And Christopher Bell, Luke Fenhaus. How about a NASCAR of Tyler Ackrum? There we go. That's our third NASCAR. This time, Tyler Ackrum is the right there. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. I'll show all the NASCARs and parallels at the end if you are stepping away. Kyle Larson and Fuego and Brett Cruz. Pit Road for that half. Yeah, Zillage. Let's see. We got a green. We got a white and a blue. Yeah, you get the rainbow break. Still, I want to see a zebra. Usually we're averaging 2 per case, but we did have one case. Our very first case was not too good, to be honest with you. The very first case we did, I'm like, wow, there's really not bad. But then the second case we did on Wednesday was a pretty good one. There was a lot of good stuff in the second case. So it's, I don't know, hit or miss. But so far we got 3 golds and a green. Tyler Reddick here and Nick Sanchez. If you were around for that first case, that was very disappointing. How about Jimmy Johnson, claim to fame, Alex Bowman, trackside, Alex Bowman, Bubba Wallace and Austin Dillon, Jeremy Clements green. Let's say that's not lime green, that's green. All right, who had Jeremy Clements? If we're not getting one-on-ones, we're getting a bunch of greens. This is I want to say this is our 6th green so far, and we're in our 4th case too this time. We had a Connor Zillage and now Jeremy Clements. Put them right there. Put them in the green section. There you go, Connor Zillage and Jeremy Clements on the green. Who had Jeremy Clements? That's a nice hit for you. Jeremy Clements going to Jan. I don't even think, I haven't heard of Jan in a while, but congrats, Jan. That's yours. Kurt Busch. I have said Kurt Busch's name. I don't see him on, he's not on our autograph wall, and definitely not on the stand, so hopefully. Oh, there's Jan. Congrats, Jan. That's a nice one. Let me know if you need a picture of that. This is Jesse Love, I think, right? Yeah, Jesse Love. We got Taylor Gray and Carson Hocevar, Denny Hamlin. How about Jake Garcia blue? And more Denny Hamlin. Sparks Denny Hamlin. I'm not used to Denny Hamlin's mustache. But see, I like that card. I like the Sparks card. There's Gio, high number Gio, trackside. Not silver. Terry Labonte, Lane Riggs. Chase Elliott silver. And more Chase Elliott in Fuego. Michael McDowell. We got Chandler Smith and Tyler Eckram. Here is Sammy Smith. Purple. Followed by Ross Chastain on the skills. Ty Dillon. And last pack of box number 7 has Raja and Connor Hall, Landon Huffman. And how about a David Reagan signature? There you go. Got David Reagan. No, it's not gold. It's just silver, but not numbered for David Reagan. I'm trying to think. I think that's our first David Reagan autograph that I've seen. And then one more. Keelan Harvick for the rookie card. All right, that was box. What box? That was box 7. Here's box 8. I'm trying to think. Yeah, we need. Okay, let's start getting some zebras. Let's start getting some of the silver. We need a few case hits to show up. Yeah, this could be. That's it. See, you gotta say it. Sometimes you gotta will it into existence. All right, box number 8. Still plenty of break left. Plenty time. Here's the first half. If you did step away, I'll show all the ones I top loaded at the end. All right, good luck. Good luck. Let's start with Chandler Smith and Tyler Eckram. There's Luke Fenhouse blue, and selective swatch is Todd Gilliland. Pretty neon yellow. Todd Gilliland. SVG. Oh, I thought that was a prism. This is SVG trackside. Zachary Tinkle, Justin Haley. Here is a silver Parker Retzlaff. In Fuego, Chase Briscoe. And Darrell Waltrip. Pit Road. Raja and Connor Hall. And William Byron. William Byron, silver. Chase Elliott on the skills. And more William Byron. Ryan Preece, Ricky Stenhouse. Here's Frankie Nunez. Blue. Carolina blue, Frankie Nunez. And looks like Chase Briscoe again. Claim to fame. Carson Hocevar, Pit Road. Gio and Alex Bowman. Nick Sanchez silver. And a red Austin Hill. These are out of 99. This is 49 out of 99 on the select skills. Denny Hamlin there. Todd Gilliland, Zane Smith, Harrison Burton White. This one is 64 out of 99. And SVG for the skills. Terry Labonte to finish off that stack. Did we? Yeah, the David Reagan. I was like, we didn't have an autograph yet. That's David Reagan. Let's see on this one. Box number 8. What are we looking at here? These didn't put too much glue on there. They're pretty easy opens. More Perez de Lara, Cody Ware. Here is Brett Cruz red. And William Byron skills. And then there's Landon Lewis, rookie card. 201. 201 is his number for the high number. Connor Mosack and Tanner Gray. Here's a tricolor of Landon Huffman. And Corey Day autograph. Silver, Corey Day silver autograph. followed by Jeb Burton. We have Christopher Bell and Luke Fenhouse. Jimmy Johnson, tricolor. And a tandem, Kevin Harvick and Cliff Daniels. Cliff Daniels tandem. How about Sammy Smith and Tyler Reddick and Nick Sanchez? Here's a blue Josh Williams. 175 there. Noah Gragson and Fuego. Jeremy Clements. We got Jeff Gordon and Ross Chastain. Silver Ryan Ellis. And of course, got to get a Matty Mills in there. I think I'm Brittany Z and Matty Mills is my two go-tos when I'm breaking cases. There's Matt Mills. Silver. No offense, Matt Mills. SVG. Finish off the case with Austin Cindric, Harrison Burton, Ty Dillon, purple, and Kyle Larson, looks like. Claim to fame, Kyle Larson. Landon Lewis is our pit road finish for that box. All right, we got an upswing here. Still 2 greens, 3 golds, but no color blast yet. No zebra yet. Connor Hall. Yeah, I believe we did say. I'm gonna try to think. I'd have to look. Stick around. We'll show the hits at the end. And remember, if you do step away, there is. I'm recording it. You can always look here on Whatnot. But if you want to watch the whole stream, I'll take off all the selling and stuff like that. I'll just put the break in there. You can watch that at twice the speed, finish up in 30 minutes, and then pause and get pictures if you get pictures where you want to get pictures from. All right, come on. We need a zebra. Oh, maybe. Here we go. We're starting with Corey LaJoie and Corey Day. Speaking of Corey Day, we got Taylor Gray there, and Brad Skills. And then there's Junior in the pit road. Noah Gragson, Ryan Blaney. Here we go. Here's our Noah Gragson. These are case hits. You get 1 or 2 per case. Here's our first one. This is a Noah Gragson silver trackside. So definitely. So here's maybe this is the case hit box right here. We'll put that right there. Yeah, see that? Don't give up. There's some case hits coming. We got Chase Elliott. Here is Brendan Poole, Austin Dillon, William Byron. Here's a Noah Gragson. This might be the Noah Gragson box. We got tricolor. More Kyle Larson, Cliff Daniels tandem draft. John Hunter is a just base. Sammy Smith and Jeremy Clements. Tyler Reddick, red. And Noah Gragson and Fuego. This is Braden Lasser, Pit Road, SVG, and Landon Lewis. Todd Gilliland, silver, and Jeremy Clements is the autograph. See, good autograph. Put his number on there. Blue. So this one is, I believe, blue 49. No, 99. 22 out of 99. Jeremy Clements blue. And Josh Williams. All right, here comes the zebra. Darrell Waltrip and Jeb Burton. The zebra is Todd Gilliland. So far we've had in this box a trackside silver and now trackside zebra for the Todd. Let's see, who had Todd Gilliland? That's not too bad for a zebra. That's going to Cameron. Cameron, that's you. Congrats on that. Right behind it is, looks like Kyle Larson and Corey LaJoie. Yeah, Cameron, that was you. You had Todd Gillen. Oh, turn off the phone. People are waking up now. It should be up 5 hours ago. People are waking up and everybody's texting each other. Let me turn that off. All right. Yeah, Cameron, that was you. If you need let me know if you need a close up of that. I could refocus, but this might be. So far, we had in this box, we had a zebra and silver. So let's see what else we got here. All right. Box number 9 has Ty Gibbs and Kyle Busch. Here's a tricolor of Christian Eckes and a Butterbean autograph. Brendan Queen, blue. This one is numbered 90 out of 99, the blue. For Butterbean. Connor Zillage, Pit Road, Brad and Spencer Boyd. Keep going with Connor Zillage. How about a Connor Zillage Carolina blue? This one is, 88. 88 out of 199. Penny sleeve that there. There you go. Not too bad. Connor Zillage break. We got Bubba Wallace and Fuego. How about Tony B? Pit Road. Ryan Ellis and Kurt Busch. Here's Noah Gragson. Silver. And Justin Bonsignor is the red. Skills. How about Jake Garcia, Daniel Hemrick, Chris Buescher. Here is Chandler Smith. Blue, Chandler Smith blue, Pit Road. And Rusty Wells. Josh Berry. There is William Swalch and Richard Petty. Right behind it is, upside down, Corey Heim, purple. And more Tommy Joe Martin. I think we had Tommy Joe Martin already. Here's our second Sparks of Tommy Joe Martin. Let me check here. Yep. So we had so far, you can take a look, we had the Tommy Joe Martin Sparks and the Tommy Joe Martin Selective SWAT. So if that's what you're looking for, there you go. Christian Eckes, high number. Trackside Christian Eckes. Carson Hocevar, Denny Hamlin, the King on Carolina Blue, and William Byron for the skills. And one more. Jeff Burton to finish off our trackside. For box number 9, here's number 10. All right, did a little better there. We had a couple case hits. Still haven't seen the color blast yet. Now, I will say our first case, we did not have a color blast. Second case, we had 2. And our third case, we had 1. So it's all over the board on that. You never know. Got a good variety here. I know I like to pull a 101. What else are we looking at here? All right, here we go for box number 10. Let's see what we're looking at here. Oh, there's the, it's black. That's a good sign. Okay, that's a good sign. Good luck, everybody. Here's Josh Bilecki. We got Jimmy Johnson. All right, we're starting off with a NASCAR of Cole Custer. Cole Custer NASCAR. That's our 4th one. Like I said, you get about 4 or 5 per case. So Cole Custer on this one. And right behind it is Caden Honeycutt, trackside signature, purple. See, now I like Kane Honeycutt, but I got to do a little more signatures. Got that signature has got to be a little better, a little nicer, Caden. This one is 3 out of 49. Keep coming with, yeah, I believe we got something big here. How about Tony B? High number. Trackside 216 Tony B. Christian Eckes and Jeff Burton. Here comes a Alex Bowman blue. And looks like Jimmy Johnson. Yeah, Jimmy Johnson claimed the fame. Connor Zillage, high number. 258. What do we got? Jesse Love, Brendan Jones. Here is a silver Brad K. Ryan Newman. All right, here it comes. Good luck. Let's see what it is. Kane Honeycutt. We got Sam Meyer and, oh, how about Corey Heim? A little Heim time. Color Blast. There you go. 1 second. Let me get those thicker card sleeves here. All right, the Color Blast. First one. Is that too greedy of me? First Color Blast. Corey Heim. Who had Corey? That one's going to a bummer. I have not seen him. Someone could tag him. There he is. Thank you, Jeff. There you go. We'll put that right here. Corey Heim. That's, oh, right behind it is a little Taylor Gray. A little bonus in the same package. That would have been a nice pack. Taylor Gray. The gold downtown Village. We pulled a Ryan Blaney gold. Taylor Gray. I'll put that with the tie-dyes. And right behind that is William Byron. Tandem. Sheldon Creed. Oh no, we still got plenty of boxes left. 2. Ben Rhodes and Sally Mott. Here is Mark Martin Silver. And Ryan Blaney and Fuego. And finish off with Blaine Perkins, Eric Jones, Bailey Curry. Here is Terry Labonte, it looks like. And David Reagan to finish that stack off. All right. Thank you for tagging. Bummer. That's nice for him. I don't think there is, it says hobby exclusive, so when the blasters come out, I don't think they're, I thought they'd still keep the color wheel. I didn't have a problem with the color wheel. I wish they still kept the color wheel. Yeah, I thought the color wheel wasn't bad. It's not on the checklist. Let's see what we got in the second half of the box. Kane Honeycutt and Sheldon Creed. Here's Noah Gragson Silver. And Rusty Wallace. In the skills, we got Carson Koppel, Blaine Perkins, Cole Custer, and there comes more of the tie-dyes. How about another Sammy Smith tie-dye? There's Bummer. This one is 2, number 2 out of 25. Another tie-dye. Sammy Smith, congrats on that. Keep all those tie-dyes up there. And right behind it is a Connor Zillage Sparks. How's Connor Zillage doing today? Congrats on that. DJ, that was you. More Corey Heim. trackside, David Reagan and John Paul Southern. Here is Luke Fenhaus. Luke Fenhaus on the silver and Butterbean and Fuego. There is Anthony Alfredo, Chase Briscoe, and Brendan Queen on that. There's Ty Dillon tricolor. Those are a little more on the rare too. If you're trying to put your rainbow, get those tricolors in, because I think there's only about 6 or 7 per case in those tricolor ones. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me check my notes. I was thinking tricolor. How many we have when I was keeping track? The tricolors were. All right, we get about 1 or 2 per box is the tricolors is what I'm seeing. So maybe that I was wrong there. They're not as Ty Gibbs there. They're not as scarce. Or Cole Custer. Here is Austin Beers. We got Chase Elliott. And another tricolor, speaking of that. Josh Bilecki. And, who called Ernie Irvan? Another Legends. Who asked for Ernie Irvan autograph? This time it's a Legends. There you go. Purple, this is 40 out of 49 on that one. Congrats on that. That's 2. I think that's our second Ernie Irvan auto. Christian Eckes. And we'll finish off with Riley Hurst and Frankie Nunez. A silver Bailey Curry. Looks like Martin Truex and Jeff Burton. All right, let's finish strong. We still got 2 more boxes. A 101 would be really nice. I don't want to be all greedy and stuff, but I have not. This is our 4th case, and there's no 101s for me. And I'm not liking this. I assume Panini is sending me the hot boxes, so I'm not. I need a 101. I don't care who. We're sold out, so someone's going to get a 101. Let's see what else shows up here in our last 2 boxes. Good luck, everybody, for our last 2 boxes. I want to see some good action here. All right. Box number 11. What are we looking at? John Paul Southern is starting us off with Austin Beers, Ricky Stenhouse, blue Ricky Stenhouse, Carolina blue there. Martin Truex and Fuego. Darrell Waltrip, high number Darrell Waltrip. For trackside on that, Chase Elliott, Riley Hurst. Here's Luke Fenhaus, silver. Right behind that is Justin Allgaier, claim to fame. Raja, Frankie Nunez, Josh Bilecki. Here is a tricolor of Spencer Boyd. And we're looking at a Danica Patrick is our first autograph. That's our second Danica Patrick that I've seen so far in Select. I think our first case had a Danica Patrick. I think that was our first autograph. Our first autograph was Danica Patrick of Select this year. That was with the D group. Connor Hall. Here is Jimmy Johnson and Jesse Love. Brendan Poole, blue. And Tyler Reddick for these skills. Christopher Bell, Brendan Jones, Sammy Meyer, silver, Chase Briscoe, and Justin Allgaier, blue on the skills. These are really growing on me. I like those. Luke Fenhaus, Ben Rhodes, and Sally Mott. Here's Chase Elliott, red. William Byron and Fuego, and Tyler Reddick, pit road. Like I said, I'll show these at the end. Honestly, and we've had 4 cases in the first 48 hours of Select, so they are kind of blending together, to be honest with you. I'll show these at the end. And as always, you can always watch the YouTube video. All right. Cheat. All right, another zebra. I see a little zebra in there. Kyle Larson and Landon Huffman. Here is Mark Martin. Mark Martin, green, lime green out of 75. And Taylor Gray is the selective swatch. Looks like fire suit on this one. Michael McDowell, high number, Michael McDowell. Carson Kvapil and Corey Heim. Terry Labonte, we're just saying Terry Labonte. There's a silver Terry Labonte. SVG and Fuego. Right behind that is Lane Riggs Pit Road, Anthony Alfredo and Christian Eckes. A Bad Brad. Tricolor. Jeff Gordon, Claim to Fame, and Bubba Wallace. What else we got here? Jeff Burton, Caden Honeycutt. Here is a Burgundy Bradley K. This one, 125. And Denny Hamlin Select. The Skills one. All right, here we go. Give me a second here to get through Austin Dillon and Sheldon Creed, Blaine Perkins. Here's Mark Martin. And how about a Luke Fenhouse autograph? That's our first Luke Fenhouse. And what do we say about the autographs here? Luke, I think I'll give him a B. He does have 2 words in it, at least. Can't really, I can make out the L. I'm going to give it a B. I'm going to give it a B. There is Chandler Smith. All right, here we go. Cole Custer and David Reagan. And the zebra looks like it's going to be Austin Hill Zebra. So far, 2 zebras, which is, we're getting, that's about, I'm thinking that's a little, about average 1 or 2. Who had Austin Hill? There's a nice case hit. Austin Hill's going to Kyle. Oh, there's Kyle. Kyle's right there. Congrats, Kyle. That's you. 2 zebras so far today. Todd Gillen and Austin Hill. Not too bad. Not too bad. Not paying for your admission price. $5 driver. Here's the Harvick's, the tandem. And finish off the box with Tyler Eckler. All right, we're on the last box of the case. Like I said, next case breaks is tomorrow. 4 o'clock Central, 5 o'clock Eastern for tomorrow. And then I haven't posted them yet, so all the drivers are going to be available for next week. Maybe we'll do one Monday and Wednesday. How do those dates sound? Can people be around during the day? Monday morning break is always fun, so we can talk about what happened in NASCAR over the weekend. Or maybe Tuesdays. Monday or Tuesday better for everybody. Let me know in chat. What do you think? Monday or Tuesday? I have not posted it, so all the drivers are available. But are you a Monday or Tuesday group? I have to check my schedule, though. I got to see what my wife has scheduled for me before I even... That's the precedent. That's the number one priority. JR says Tuesday is a little better. All right, let's see what we have here. We're looking at Austin Beers and Chase Elliott. William Swalage tricolor. There is Corey Heim and Fuego. Chase Briscoe. Pit Road. We got Riley Hurst and Frankie Nunez. Here's a blue Blaine Perkins. And right behind that looks like William Byron, right? It looks like William Byron. I'll check the back. William Byron, yes. Butterbean. In the Pit Road, we got Josh Bilecki and Jimmy Johnson. Ryan Ellis Silver. And how about a Daniel Hemrick autograph? I think I haven't seen Daniel Hemrick autograph. There you go. Not too bad. Not too bad, Daniel Hemrick. Blue, this one's numbered 16 out of 99. Don't go anywhere. I won't show all those autographs at the end. A wild card right there. Right behind Daniel Hemrick is Eric Jones, Jesse Love, and Brendan Jones. Jeb Burton is a White, I believe. Yes. 83 out of 99. Darrell Waltrip in the skills. Bailey Curry, pit road. We have Kane Honeycutt and Sheldon Creed. Here's a green Austin Dillon. Wait, just call Austin Dillon. Green out of 75. Right behind that is Chase Elliott. Yeah, that looks like Chase Elliott. Ben Rhodes. Not sure if this is a gold. I think it's a red coming up. Blaine Perkins, Cole Custer, Justin Haley, red. And the swatch of William Swalich on the selective swatches. I like the Sparks better. There's Landon Huffman to finish off that stack with a high number. Trackside 207. All right, last stack. Let's have a little last stack magic here. This is the last stack of the break. Thanks again, everybody, for hanging out on a Friday fun day with me. A full case and a full sellout is always appreciated. Let's see what we got. Let's finish strong here. Let's see what we're going to end up with. All right, good luck. Good luck. We have David Reagan is there. John Paul Southern. Zane Smith. And a Zane Smith Silver. Corey Heim on the skills. Sally Mott, pit road. More Zane Smith, Kyle Larson. Here's Ty Dillon Silver. And Alex Bowman and Blake Harris tandem. We have Jimmy Johnson. I thought, no, it's just a regular silver. Landon Huffman and Carson Kvapil. Chase Briscoe is the tricolor, and more Brad. A Brad K autograph. Blue Brad autograph, 53 out of 99 on that autograph. I got some color still. Here is Jesse Love, Corey Heim, and Anthony Alfredo. A white William Swalich, 77 out of 99. More Brad and Fuego. Brennan Jones, pit road. There is Christian Eckes and Jeff Burton. Ryan Blaney, silver. And Kyle Larson, red. See the Fuego? Look at the gold and the red. I like those. I think, gold obviously is a little nicer rarity, but I like the red also. I think those are probably my favorite parallel, the Infuegos. And last pack, a little last pack magic here has Sammy Meyer. Sammy Meyer again. There is Ben Rhodes. We got a green Anthony Alfredo out of 75. Ross Chastain and Fuego. And the last card of the break is Carson Kvapil in the Arby's camouflage. High number. This is 265. 265 Carson Kvapil. Well, there we go. Let me show some of these. But thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us. And on a Friday morning, let me show the autographs first. We'll grab all these autographs. We had one redemption autograph. And that redemption was Rusty Wallace. And let me know how you want me to handle that. Of course, I'm going to send it, but if you want to get it started. Ernie Irvan, purple, and Butterbean, blue. We had Jeremy Clements, blue. David Reagan, Tony B, purple. There was Chase Briscoe, blue. And a Legends Ernie Irvan. So two Swerve and Irvan autographs. This one is tie-dye. Gotta like that. J-Mac, purple. Brayton Laster, there's a good autograph there. Purple. It is 12 out of 49. And Kane Honeycutt, purple. Carson Hocevar. Good autograph to start. Of course, we have a Brittany autograph. And Corey Day. Alan Gustafson. This one went with Chase Elliott spot. There's our Brad autograph. Daniel Hemrick, Luke Fenhaus, Danica, Matt Mills. Of course, wouldn't be a break if I didn't have a Matt Mills autograph. There's Jeff Burton, Josh Williams. This is our only. This is a case hit. There's only one or two. I think one time we had two. This one is Chris Buescher, the patch auto, and Ben Rhodes to finish up our autographs. And let's look at the parallels. We had, let's count them. I don't know how many of these we had. We had 4 NASCAR, I believe. Cole Custer, Tyler Eckram, Terry Labonte, and Lane Riggs. 4 of those. There is Austin Hill and Todd Gilliland were the Zebras. And only one silver Noah Gragson. The silver high number, the silver trackside Noah Gragson. Here is our tie-dye Sammy Smith, Taylor Gray, Chandler Smith. And then, of course, here comes all the Connor Zillage. This one, tie-dye Connor Zillage, claim to fame. JHN. And one more Tony B spot. But still no 101. We had 3 golds. Ricky Stenhouse, that was a free gold. That was a free spot. Josh Bilecki. And more Brad. Gold card. And we had 2 greens. Connor Zillage and Jeremy Clements. But that Connor Zillage is a really nice green card. Jeremy Clements, not too shabby also. And then our color blast was Corey Heim to finish that.